How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing for some cool stuff that I have for the Scion XB. If you've been with the channel for a while, you know that this car is my daily driver. It's got some damage there and some on the back. Don't mind it, and a dent right over there on the fender. This isn't a show car, or not trying to be a show car by any means. My goal with this is to kind of do some DIYs and show you how to work on it if you have one of these and how simple these cars are. But before we get into that, if you do me a huge favor, go ahead and hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel. We're still doing the 1,000 subscriber merch giveaway. All you got to do is subscribe to the channel and follow our socials in the links in the description below. Leave some likes and comments and all that good stuff. And yeah, once we reach 1,000 subscribers, we're gonna give away some merch. Just want to give a huge shout out to everybody that's been subscribing and been watching the videos. We're actually nearing 1,000. We're around 920, 930 now. So thank you so much for watching. Definitely is cool to see the growth of the channel and everybody watching. So let's get into this. So my objective goal for the XB is to really make my everyday driving more comfortable. I take this car everywhere. I obviously have other cars if you've been following the channel. The TC, my S2000 chassis is back there. The Mustang and the SLK are parked outside, so I have some space here. But one of the main things for me is to, one, make the ride more comfortable, make it reliable. Actually, make it reliable. Two, update the car. This is a 2006, so updating technology and making things more comfortable on long drives is like key for me. So I'm sure if you've been watching the channel, you know that I have a great relationship with Sony, and I do have some product here I wanted to share with all of you. This is a complete audio setup from Sony. I know you don't see the head unit here. It's actually already in the car. In a previous episode, I installed it, and there it is. I couldn't wait, so I put this in for now so I can have Bluetooth and all the amenities of technology. But now my next goal is to make this car sound better and more enjoyable. So part of this is the audio. So right here is the 5-channel amp. This is the new Sony Mobile ES series. This is the XM5ES. It's a 5-channel amplifier. Right here is a two-way, I believe 6.5 inch XS160ES. I have the XSFB1330 three-way 5 1/4 here. And here is the 12-inch Mobile ES subwoofer, and here is the three-way 6.5 inch components. If you're wondering why these are in white boxes, I got these a while ago. Sony sent me these. These are, I wouldn't say pre-production, but they're kind of like final sample / production. They just don't have the what they call retail packaging yet, but everything is pretty much brand new in here. And I wanted to unbox to show you the product. You might be wondering why I have so many sets of component or coax speakers. What it is on the XB, in the front door, there is a 6.5 inch speaker here. In the dash, there's a 4 inch. And then the rear quarter panel area, let me open the trunk. There is a 5 1/4 or 6.5 here. I don't remember off the top of my head. So you may be wondering why I have an extra set of speakers. Well, some quick history. I have had a previous XB with a really nice audio system, and there's a cool little story behind it. Is I have a set of custom kick panels. Now, with that said, I wasn't the one that fabricated them. An old friend of mine, Denny, was the one that did that. And I kind of got it on trade with him for my old stock ones way back in 2005. So I had those kick panels in my XB for a long time. My friend Clint decided he wanted to upgrade the audio, and at the time I was getting rid of my XB, so he bought my entire audio setup and the kick panels. And since then he originally got it for his wife's XA, that they were gonna do a full audio system and all that, but that just never happened. She kind of said, I don't want to play with the car anymore. So stuff sat in storage forever. He finally retired, moved, and in the process he sold a lot of the audio stuff that he had. But the one thing he left behind for me was my kick panels. I just dug these out of the abyss over there, So I have these custom kick panels. They have the old Memphis 5 1/4 M class speakers in there. But yeah, these are custom made kick panel. Denny made them. They stage and sound very nice because of the speaker placement. So my goal is to put these into the car also, even though I don't have as crazy of an audio setup that's going in. So the kick panels will be using these because they're very shallow, but the sound staging that it provides is very, very nice. These are going to go in the rear quarters. These are going to go into the, obviously the front door, the 4-inch dash, and then I haven't figured out where I want the tweeter yet. The kick panel has a provision for that. And then this is obviously the 12-inch sub and the amp. So I'm gonna go ahead and open some of this up and show you what the products look like.
One pathetic sob story later.
Got the product out of the boxes, and I don't know if you saw in the time lapse, saw me jerk real quick my hand, and yep, cardboard cuts suck. So here's some of the products to go over again right now. This is the 5-channel amp, the new 5-channel mobile ES amp from Sony. Nice, clean finish. There's any inputs on the back side? Nope. Just purely for aesthetic. Everything hooks up on one side of the amp. So you have your different your channels 1 through 4, and your sub channel, which is your 5th channel, power, ground, and remote. RCAs are right there. And I believe you take off this panel and you can go in and make the adjustment on the settings on everything. Here is a 6.5-inch coax. Beefy magnet. Here is the 5 1/4 coax that's going in the kick panel. It doesn't need a lot of power. That kick panel's staging is pretty awesome. The previous speakers I had in there weren't high powered either. Here is the 12-inch sub. I didn't take it out of the packaging, but you can see how it looks. Very nice. Has a nice little gold trim there. So Sony and mobile ES. Here is the 3-way component system, 6.5-inch speaker that's going in the doors. You have your tweeter, and this is the crossover. Really nice looking crossover. You have to find somewhere to mount this in the car, and here is your 3.5 inch. So yeah, this is all going in the XB, and will be working hopefully soon. Can't wait to get started on this, and there'll be several parts to this series because it's a lot to pack into one episode, so make multiple parts just so it's broken down. So the first thing I want to do with this car is get the sound deadening done, which I'll do in a later episode. I'll do some sound deadening, running the wires, making sure I have all that done, and then start installing everything and hooking everything up. I don't want to try to do everything at once. I still drive the car every day, and I don't be driving without any music or whatever, so it'll be done in stages, so that way it's nice and condensed, shorter videos for you guys. And then also, yeah, it'll make more sense once you see the titles and how it all breaks down into installing in this car, but it'll be really fun. Can't wait to enjoy this. For the amp, and the sub, I was originally thinking maybe use the trunk area, but I do haul a lot of stuff in this car and want to keep the full-size spare. So this actually will be going underneath the driver's seat, and we'll be making a custom sub box that will fit under the passenger seat. So all the audio is pretty much up here, minus the rear 6.5s for rear fill. Outside that, everything's gonna be in the front part of the cabin, which is nice. Shorter wiring, less running stuff around back and forth. So that would be cool. Steve actually has a very similar setup, minus the coaxes, because he doesn't have the kick panels. So he's installing the same setup on his car, and you'll see some video work on that too. He's pretty good at doing time lapses and being real thorough. I just kind of get stuff done, as you know, in the videos. I try to be as informative as I can, but Sometimes I forget stuff. Steve's a little bit better about it than I am. But yeah, that pretty much concludes today's episode. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the unboxing of all the Sony product. I want to say thank you again to Richard and everybody at Sony for always supporting our projects. I know this one isn't so much a show car or media vehicle, but they want me to really enjoy their product. The show cars don't really get driven much, so this is going to be real nice and for me to review and give you my feedback after I'm done installing and getting some time with the audio and, you know, getting familiar with it, which I'll make videos about that too. I know you can't hear what I hear, obviously, going through YouTube, but I'll do my best to describe how it sounds and, you know, why it's a good valued product. Sponsored or not, I've been using Sony for years. I used to buy this, you know, Sony products, so it's kind of nice when as a consumer you kind of work kind of intersects, so this is kind of cool. But thanks again so much for watching the video. Until next time, you guys take care. See you on the next episode.